seeing a lot of great women's matches.
Yes.
And according to Ted DiBiase Sr., the $1 Million Man,
Yes.
saying that the women are putting on better matches than the men.
Mm-hmm. He
I hate to
said
break it to him. Yeah,
he's
you
right.
say that. He's that's what I was like.
So
He's
I
not
don't
wrong.
particularly love the beginning of the sentence. So I'm gonna. I mean, I guess I can read the whole thing, but
No, yeah, verbatim.
okay,
Say it.
because
Yeah.
I don't love the beginning because he said my issue with today's wrestling is he says, well, to put it this way, if I watch the girls division of WWE, they put on a better show and better matches than the guys, and I can tell you why. Fit Finley is the guy who's their coach. He's the guy who's mentoring them. I don't know who's running the men's division, but they might need to be SHOT'd. So I don't love like everything that he said, obviously. But I do think that it's nice to hear that kind of complimentary words about the women's division from a guy of his generation, because his generation did not give a single F about the women's division. They did not, there were not women
It
headlining.
was Medusa
Yeah. So it's
and
like,
Bull Nakano. Like that's who was fighting
but it's
during
like,
this time. That was your premier match, and that was it.
yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's like women's wrestling was not considered a priority at all at that time. And if you were a top woman in the company, we were just saying you had to be like a strong woman, like a dominating force. You weren't, because then they kind of progressed to being like the hot valet manager, whatever. Like then they
Mm-hmm.
went to that. Then they go to China and it's like all about like wrestling, but you get 2 minutes, it's like that kind of thing. So hearing it from somebody like Ted DiBiase talking about the current women's division, which we've been praising for ever, and it's only gotten better. But hearing that from that kind of guy is really cool because I think that they have come a long way, and the women are there's still things that they need to get better about. We were just talking about that like a week or two ago. But it's being noticed. Like the women's division has gotten so noticeably better that people who might not even pay attention on a weekly basis are noticing that it is. Because I find it hard to believe that Ted is sitting there and watching like Raw and SmackDown every single week or NXT every single week to like
No,
really have this like dead on opinion about the
he's
women's
right.
division. But he is
He's
right.
right.
He's 1,000% right.
And nothing. We're not taking away anything what the men are doing, but
No.
we're really saying, look how far the women have came in
Mm-hmm.
WWE wrestling in general.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've had multiple women's matches, main event shows.
Yeah.
Back in even as early as the early 2000 or as late, excuse me, as the early 2000s,
Mm-hmm.
2010s. That wasn't possible. Are you kidding me? Michelle
Mm-hmm.
McCool was just on CVV talking about how from entrance to match the pinfall was 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
now the women are getting 26
Yeah.
or
Or
36.
in some instances, I think that they have said, just go out there and do it. Like,
Yeah.
just go out there, you
The
know?
trust there is incredible,
Mm-hmm.
and it
And a
it
lot of that
shows.
is Triple H. And like we've said, he's not perfect. There's a lot of stuff that they need to
It
fix,
is
especially with the women's division. But
women's
we cannot,
tag division.
yeah.
Tag division.
Well, I would say there's still some stuff with the women's division in general.
Well, let's do the tag division first.
But if we're talking about 2025 compared to even 2015, you wouldn't even think it's the same company. From the talent, from the matches, from the presentation, from everything, the storylines, like it's just it doesn't look like it's the same company putting on this on those any of that.